Hello there and welcome. Finding your wedding dress, it should be one of the most magical parts of getting married. But let's be honest, with all the options out there, it can get a little overwhelming. My hope here is to walk you through it, to help you find that perfect dress with joy and with confidence, the one that feels like it was truly made for you. My name is Adrienn Braun, and I'm a bridal designer and consultant. Over the years, I've had the absolute honor of helping so many brides find their gown. And I've learned that this process, it's so much more than just a purchase. It's really about discovering not just how you want to look, but more importantly, how you want to feel on one of the biggest days of your life. So that's the big question, isn't it? How do you choose the one dress you'll look back on and love forever? Well, the answer might actually be a lot simpler than you think. It really starts with knowing what to look out for. So let's walk through the 5 most common mistakes I see, and I'll share exactly how you can avoid them, starting right now with number 1. Okay, mistake number 1 is jumping into the search without a clear vision. It's so easy to do. But when you walk into a bridal shop with no idea what you're looking for, the sheer volume of beautiful gowns can go from exciting to totally confusing really fast. And look, inspiration is a wonderful thing. Of course it is, but when you're facing an avalanche of ideas from Pinterest and magazines, your own unique style can kind of get buried. You end up trying on dozens of dresses, trying to match a picture you saw, and you walk away feeling even more lost than when you started. So the solution isn't to tune out all the inspiration. It's to filter it through you. First, just take a moment to think about your own personal style. When do you feel your most beautiful and confident? Then, think about your venue. A gorgeous heavy ball gown might be a dream in a historic hotel, but maybe not so much for a wedding on a breezy beach, right? Once you have that clarity, create a small, curated inspiration board. We're talking a handful of images that give you direction, not 100 that give you a headache. All right, let's talk about mistake number 2, bringing the wrong entourage. Now, this almost always comes from a place of love and excitement, but inviting too many people can turn what should be your special moment into a debate club where your own voice gets completely lost. And this is just so important to remember. This appointment is about how a dress makes you feel. When you've got 5 different opinions flying at you, it's almost impossible to listen to your own gut. I have seen this lead to so much heartbreak, with brides choosing a dress for others, only to feel that pang of regret later on. So the key is to be really thoughtful about your crew. Choose just 1 or 2 people who you trust completely, people who really get you and your style. But here's the most important part. Bring the people who are there to support your happiness, the ones who will cheer the loudest when they see your face light up, no matter what their personal taste is. Okay, now for a topic that can be a little sensitive, but it's so important we talk about it. Getting fixated on the tags. And I'm talking about 2 different numbers here, the size printed on the label and the price hanging off the sleeve. Let me be perfectly clear about this. Bridal sizing is a world of its own. It makes no sense compared to your everyday clothes. So please, please don't let that number inside the dress affect how you feel on the outside. A talented seamstress is going to tailor that gown to fit you like a glove. Your only job is to focus on how it fits and how it feels, not some random number. And when we're talking about price, be open about your budget, but also try to keep an open mind. Don't immediately shut down a dress you absolutely love because it's a tiny bit over. Sometimes that dream dress is more attainable than you'd think, especially if you look into things like sample sales. Because trust me, stretching the budget just a little for the one is so much better than saving a bit of money only to be left with that little feeling of regret. Next up is a mistake that's super practical but so often overlooked. Choosing a dress for a single photo instead of for the entire experience. Your wedding day isn't a quick photo shoot, right? It's a beautiful, long marathon of joy and celebration, often lasting 8 hours or more. Just think about it for a second. A dress might look absolutely stunning when you're standing perfectly still in a salon for 5 minutes. But on your wedding day, you're going to be sitting, walking, hugging everyone you love, and hopefully dancing all night long. Your comfort is directly connected to your joy. So when you're in that fitting room, I want you to do what I call the movement test. Don't just stand there like a mannequin. Sit down in a chair, walk around the room, raise your arms up high like you're giving someone a huge hug. Do a little twirl. If a dress feels even the tiniest bit restrictive in the shop, that feeling is going to be 10 times worse by the end of your wedding night. Oh, and a little bonus tip, don't forget to break in your shoes. Your feet will definitely thank you later. And that brings us to our 5th and final mistake. thinking that the moment you say yes to the dress, the work is done. But the truth is, the dress is just the beginning. It's the finishing touches, the alterations, your accessories, your hair and makeup that really bring the whole vision to life.
I really can't stress this enough. The fit of your dress is everything. You could be wearing the most expensive gown in the world, but if it isn't tailored perfectly to your body, it just won't look right. Investing in expert alterations isn't a place to cut corners. It's what makes the dress truly yours.
So the solution is actually pretty simple. You just have to plan for these final steps from the very beginning. When you set your budget for the dress, make sure you set aside money for high-quality alterations. And think of your veil and your accessories as part of the overall outfit, not a last-minute addition. And please, whatever you do, do not skip your hair and makeup trials. They're essential for making sure everything comes together perfectly on the day. So, after all of that, if there is just one thing you take away from our time together, I hope it's this. The real secret is so simple. Just choose the dress that feels the most like you. Because trends come and go, and everyone will have an opinion, but that feeling of being completely, authentically, and beautifully yourself on your wedding day, that is absolutely timeless. Trust that feeling. I truly hope these insights help you feel more confident and even more excited for this amazing journey ahead. If you feel you could use some personalized expert guidance while you search for your dream dress, I would be absolutely honored to help. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you all the joy in the world.